So Destiny just finished talking about the different methods of communication and the ways we communicated in order to achieve our group projects through this course. Today I'm going to talk to you about the value of professional behavior and ethical concepts in group work. There's a lot of value to having professional behavior and implementing ethical concepts when you're in a group or at work working with others. Some of the value to this encourages more teamwork, and it is improved along the way as well. Overall, consistency in many areas is improved as ethics help guide employees to be more reliable and honest. It also fosters integrity, respect, and better productivity. It also enhances responsibility, supports growth and confidence within each other and the group. And lastly, it builds honesty. Some of the impacts to not using ethics and professionalism in a group can be where there's detriment to the group or to the company's reputation. An article by Shimolewski states, without the emphasis of ethics, organizations can miss out on opportunities to reinforce responsibility for their internal and external environment. This failure can lead to an outcry of negative public opinion or even worse, legal issues. The measure of ethical success within institutions of higher learning has always been important, but no more so in today's environment of regulatory and public scrutiny. The same thing goes through any group work in school. If there is not ethical thinking and professional behavior during the entire course or through the entire project, the project at hand can fail, the group can fall apart, and more importantly, or more terribly, would be that it could be escalated to higher management, higher teachers, or the school itself, and end up in further consequences. Some of the professional behavior tips that one can keep in mind while working in a group is being responsible, cooperating, and handling conflict. Doing all of these can make the group work more efficiently and effectively so easily. Keeping these things in mind is not hard at all. Some of the benefits of maintaining a professional attitude in a group are it keeps the stress levels down. If there's a lot of stress, it can create different feelings in the group and may not be productive. Your job or your role is more secure if you're professional. You are seen as an asset to the team or asset to an employer. Knowing your boundaries is also key in keeping things ethical and professional. It's important to know if you can or cannot take on additional tasks, because then if you take on more, you may create more stress for yourself or for the group. And just knowing your boundaries in general is an important thing. Having control, remaining in control in a stressful situation or when there's conflict is a big important thing. Knowing when to step away, take a breath, or escalate it to management or a professor is something that is really crucial to keeping conflict in check. And empowerment, this is another benefit. Staying in charge of your own success and not being able to be afraid to adhere to your own limits is empowering. Same goes for the group. The group needs to know their limits. Knowing each other's limits and our own limits is empowering and beneficial. Ethical behavior in a group. Some of the things that are considered ethical behaviors is showing respect, having trust, gaining honesty or providing honesty to the group, and also maintaining integrity. With these things, you can cover a lot. If you're respectful towards each other and build trust, we'll be able to continue to build together, and the entire project will just have a better feel for it if we know that we can count on each other and that we have that respectful environment. According to a 2006 study, employers and recent college graduates, one of the most important skills for potential new hires is the ability to work in teams while also demonstrating a good work ethic. This is from Collaboration and Group Work. This is exactly it. You need to be able to work in a group, but you also have to have that good work ethic and those good behaviors in order to be successful and get each task done. Ethics and professionalism in our group, I think we did a good job at being professional and introducing ourselves and maintaining a good attitude throughout. When there was tension in the group, I think we handled it well. We talked to the teacher when we couldn't figure it out, and we continued to stay on task and not lose focus of what we really needed to be working on, rather than focusing on the conflict too much. I think we all remained positive for the most part. We listened very carefully to each other. We were reliable, we were honest, we were supportive, and we were respectful. And this allowed us to always accomplish our goals and continue to improve throughout the entire course. I could see that our projects were always improving each time, and I think that's because we continued to come together as a group. Overall, I think we worked very well as a group and managed our projects pretty timely. While we did have some timeline concerns initially, I think we continued to work ahead each time and talk through things when we did have hurdles or miscommunications. It's without a doubt that we've all learned a lot through this group course, and we will definitely have those takeaways to use in our future group work at work or in an education setting. So I'm going to pass this off to Matt Schneider now, who is going to talk about our group roles and what we did to accomplish our projects through this course.